All right, introduce yourself. Name, age, and where you're from.
My name is Lisa Minjavar. I'm 29 years old and I live in Noblesville, Indiana.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I work for Kroger's grocery store as a cake decorator.
All right, and do you enjoy it?
Oh yes, I definitely enjoy it.
And how did you get into baking and decorating in the first place?
Well, I used to bake when I was younger. My mom first taught me how to cook and bake, and then I baked with my grandmother whenever we come up and visit from Tennessee. I've just always liked to do it, so it kind of came natural.
All right. How would you describe your personality?
My personality is I'm shy at first, but as I go along, you know, I open up and I'll pretty much talk your ear off.
Okay, and what types of people do you like?
I like nice people, outgoing people, funny, you know, joking around, that kind of thing.
All right. What type of people rub you the wrong way?
Rude people rub me the wrong way. I cannot stand rude people and cocky people.
All right. Tell me about the things you excel at most in life.
Well, one of the biggest things I think I excel at is being a mom. I mean, that's like my greatest achievement, I think. Next would be being a cake decorator, because I kind of picked up on it so easily. And I mean, I think I'm pretty good at it, so.
All right. How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
Oh, they would say sweet, smart, creative. I have a good knack for cake decorating, so I think it pretty much sums it up.
All right. What types of things push your buttons?
Oh, let's see. Being talked to like I'm 2 years old and told how to do something when I already know how to do it really irks me. I get talked to like that a lot sometimes, so I don't like that.
All right. And what do you think what are your best and worst qualities? Starting with your best.
My best quality would have to be I kind of have an eye for detail, so I think that helps me make a better cake. A little bit anal retentive when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I'm kind of perfectionist. I guess that could also be a worse quality, because it kind of slows me down, but yeah. Worst quality, I am probably my biggest critic. Even if everybody loves it, I find all the flaws, but you know, I am trying to get better at that.
All right. Tell us about your background and upbringing. Excuse me. Tell us about your background and your upbringing.
My background and upbringing. Okay. Well, I was born here in Indiana, and then I moved to Tennessee when I got out of kindergarten. Lived there for 6 years. Then we moved back to Indiana. I mean, my parents, they've always been loving and supporting for me and my brother. It just kind of allowed us to kind of do what we want, and they just kind of go along with it, and they're real supportive of anything that we want to do.
Okay. And how did it help or hurt the person you've become today?
Didn't really hurt me much, but I mean, it did help me. Their support gives me the strength to keep doing what I do, whether it is, you know, being a good mom, or, you know, focusing on my cake decorating career, because, you know, they tell me all the time that they're my biggest fans, so.
All right. How do you react to criticism?
Well, I take it pretty well sometimes. I sometimes I take it to heart depending on how bad it is, but I also use it as a tool to learn from. Like, okay, well, here's what's wrong. These are what I need to fix, and then I focus on fixing those mistakes.
Okay, and what's your gut reaction when? Well, you just told me what your gut reaction was when you receive it.
Oh yeah.
All right. If you watch any episodes of Next Great Baker, which contestants did you relate to? Did you most relate to, and why?
Actually, I've only watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and that was back earlier in the season. And unfortunately, I never did get another chance to watch it. I was always interested in the show. I never was able to watch it at the times that it was on.
How come?
Oh, work, life, parenting stuff gets in the way, you know, that kind of thing.
All right. Do you feel your skills are better than the previous contestants?
I would never try to toot my own horn against somebody else, especially since they've been on TV. But I'm not the type of person to be like, well, I'm way better than that person, so I'm just not that kind of a person.
Okay. How are you going to play the game if you're selected for the show?
Let's see. I will work hard, try my best to, you know, follow through with all the challenges, come up with, you know, the best designs and the, you know, best cakes I can, and work hard and fast at doing it. So, hoping I can do it.
All right.
I think I can.
Okay. Define what kind of competitor you'll be.
Well, I'm not like a cutthroat competitive person. I'm not like, well, and I'm not a saboteur either. I'm not, you know, all about sabotaging anybody, because that's not kosher. You know, I do like to win. I mean, everybody likes to win, but you know, I try to be fair about it. You know, just put my best effort forward and, you know, just do what I can.
All right. And what is your strategy for winning the game?
My strategy for winning the game, just like I said, working hard and coming up with the best designs that I can think of, and you know, executing everything in a timely manner, and you know, properly, and just giving it my all, basically.
All right. Do you have a secret weapon? Well, I'm sorry. What will you do to stay in the competition or avoid going home?
I'll do whatever I can, but like I said, I'm not a cutthroat competitor. I'm not, you know, out for blood. You know, if I get selected and I get sent home, I use it as a learning experience. You know, again, that goes with the criticism, but you know, I lost my train of thought. I will do, you know, whatever I can to keep from being sent home. So, just putting my best foot forward at all times.
All right. And do you have a secret weapon? And if so, what is it? And tell us all about it.
Well, when I bake at home, my secret weapon is Mexican vanilla. It's my favorite thing to use in my cakes. It gives it such a good flavor. As a decorating style, I really don't have a secret weapon yet. I'm not really designed or going to come up with one, but I'm sure that I probably could.
All right. What is it about you that will make you go far to win this competition?
The fact that I'm a hard worker. You know, I put my best foot forward, 110%, you know, or more effort. Just, you know, anything I could do to try to do my best at everything.